It's the Scottish Cup, fourth round replay. It's Kilmarnock against Ayr United. We're at Rugby Park for this replay in the commentary box alongside Bill Leslie, a man known for his dazzling displays for Kilmarnock. And that wasn't all that was dazzling. That's him. It's dazzling Davy Provan.
That's uncalled for. That's uncalled for, John White. Whose idea was that?
Well, it was back in the days when this fixture used to be the Hairshire derby. In all seriousness, Davey, in your time in Kilmarnock, you played in a few of these games. Always a special match because of the fact that it didn't come around too regularly, and that's just the case these days.
That is the case, Bill. You know, we were swapping divisions in those days, and that's why it was something of a rarity. That's why it was savoured so much. And that certainly is the case at the moment. But I had 4.5 years at this club. It was a great grounding for me, and I enjoyed every single Ayrshire derby I took part in.
Well, we saw 12 days ago at Somerset Park that although they don't come round very often, they can be well worth the wait. 7 years without this fixture prior to the first meeting. Well, here we go again after that 2-2 draw just under 2 weeks later. Eagerly anticipated, highly attended, and a really good cup atmosphere building here at Rugby Park. SPL against Scottish League Division 2, of course, 16 places and 2 leagues apart, but as we all know, it's much more than that. It's the tie that had Ayrshire buzzing first time round, and this time no different. Almost poetic perhaps that in the home county of the Bard of Ayrshire for this derby, just 3 days short of Rabbie Burns' birthday. And this, of course, the year that the Scottish Cup is sponsored by Homecoming Scotland in order to commemorate the 250th anniversary of the birth of the national poet. Both managers hoping that their sides don't fluff their lines here. Kilmarnock, of course, come into this as the overwhelming favourites. The conditions are good, the stage is set perfectly. But Ayr have derived great belief from the way that they came back from the dead to force the replay. And having been able to book their trip 12 miles down the road, now they fully intend to make the most of it. So Kilmarnock, the ones with everything to lose here. They're the SPL side, they're the home side, and they're expected to win. Jim Jeffries makes one change from the weekend defeat here to Hearts. Willie Gibson preferred to joint top scorer Danny Invincibile. Both top scorers, in fact, midfielders for Kilmarnock this season. Craig Bryson as well. He scored in the first match. Watch out for Spaniard David Fernandez. Not prolific, but certainly a match winner when he's in the mood. The part-timers of Ayr stick with the side that started the tie back at Somerset Park. A classic part-time cocktail of professions, from bank workers to shipyard workers, from architects to students. It's a blend, though, that's been working on the field. Fired by the goals of Brian Pratney, the top scorer in the Scottish League Division 2. Alongside him, 20-year-old David Gormley, signed from the Western Region Junior Leagues last summer. Just signed a new contract this very evening, Danny Invincibile, but only on the Kilmarnock bench. Ayr United, of course, have Alex Williams, the player who came off the bench to force the replay in the initial tie. Only 13 or so miles away, but it's the first time Ayr have been here to Rugby Park in 13 years. They won on their last visit. That was in the League Cup second round, August 1996. And they've got this terrific record over their local neighbours as well. Unbeaten in the last 5 meetings, and they've won the previous 4 prior to that draw at Somerset Park just under a fortnight ago. They've also brought with them a fine band of travelling fans. Around 3,000, which is about 1,000 more than they get as their regular home gate at Somerset Park. Skied in the air by Scott Walker. Ayr United in white, as they were in the home tie. Kilmarnock, of course, in their recognisable home strip.
It's all about Kilmarnock's attitude tonight, Bill. If they're a yard off the pace at all, they could be in bother here tonight. This will be a very tricky game for them. If they're up to speed, and Jim Jeffries will have been working on that, making sure that mentally they know what the job's about tonight, they should get the job done, but only if.
It's often said, isn't it, that form goes out of the window in the cup. Kilmarnock will certainly hope that that is the case. 6 defeats in their last 7 home games here. Take it a bit further and include the League Cup defeat here against Celtic, and that's 7 in their last 8. They're in the middle of a really bad run here at Rugby Park, something of course that Ayr United won't give 2 hoots about.
I think Kilmarnock's confidence must be a little bit fragile playing here at Rugby Park, given the recent record. And Brian Reid was trying to crank up that pressure on him, saying that he doesn't feel that there's too much between the clubs, although they're separated by 2 divisions. And Brian Reid will certainly be hoping his lads can ask a few early questions of Jim Jeffries' boys here.
There'll also be the feeling in the Kilmarnock ranks as well that they should have put this tie to bed in the initial meeting, had that opportunity from the penalty spot, didn't they, to make the scoreline 3-1. Surely there would have been no way back for Brian Reid's Ayr. Pascali back in the midfield for Kilmarnock, played in defence in that initial match, and Fernandez the Spaniard. Kilmarnock looking to get their passing game going. Here's James Fowler. Ahead of him, Taouil, the Moroccan. And he's one who can make things happen. Not this time though. A spin through without too much worry to Stephen Gridley. He couldn't keep it in play, in fact, so the corner kick has been given. First opportunity, first examination of this Ayr defence. Fernandez to deliver, near post. Got it away far enough, Ayr. Fernandez will get another bite. Enlists the help of Taouil. Carries it out of play in front of the Ayr fans behind the Ayr goal.
I think Fernandez is going to be a big problem for Ayr United tonight, Bill. You know, we've talked a lot about players who play just off the front. Fernandez will play between middle and front for Kilmarnock tonight, and it gives the 2 centre-backs a problem. They don't know whether to go all the way with them or leave it a holding midfield player to look after them.
Well, it's a fixture which has made everyone take notice. The national manager is here, and the manager of Ayr United, of course. Started off his managerial career at Somerset Park. Here's Taouil. He's another one who wasn't involved in that first meeting, injured. Pascali, who scored the opening goal, of course. And Alan Combe back in goal over his neck problems, which ruled him out. So Kilmarnock feel that they've got a more first-strength lineup out there. Fernandez on, here's Russell. Great darting run by Bryson into the middle. If he can be picked out, it might just be, you know, and that is some sensational defending by Neil McGowan to prevent a Kilmarnock opener. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, it's a fabulous clearance, because the cross in here takes Grindley right out of the game. Took a little nick there off the centre-back who'd gone out wide. Terrific clearance.
Fernandez, Kilmarnock look to make their early mark. Bryson. Ayr have stolen it. And sliced rather wildly by James Fowler. The forward momentum can continue. This is David Gormley, the 20-year-old, former junior league player. Used to play at Glenafton, teed up towards the far post, couldn't pick out his teammate there, Brian Prunty.
Well, he did the difficult bit. He made the space, he made the half yard to get the cross in. He's not the quickest, but a nice little change of pace here to buy him a little bit of room to get his left foot around the ball. Doesn't quite get it the way he wanted.
Worth pointing out that many of these Ayr players have been at work today, not the overnight stays at hotels that full-time professionals get. David Gormley, block paver. Alongside him, the warehouse loader, Brian Prunty. Only a couple of full-time professionals on the books at Ayr. It's the way of life in the lower leagues in Scotland. Though making a good fist of getting promoted from Scottish Division 2. They're a little bit off the pace of Wraith Rovers, but due to their cup commitments and postponements, they've got a couple of games in hand against the leaders. That'll get them right up neck and neck with them. That's all for the future. Now they have in their sights a tie against Inverness if they can get past this. Of course, a big if. Positive signs as Ryan Stevenson comes forward. McGowan's throw. This is Chris Aitken. Dean Keenan. Well, that was the intention of the pass from the Air captain. As it is, it's Alan Russell for Kilmarnock. And Willie Gibson. Taouil. Fowler on the move outside him. And taken down is something of a striker's challenge by Prunty.
Well, he should have played it a little bit earlier to James Fowler, who's in an advanced position here, made a nice angle and wanted it a little bit earlier. Still tempting here for Kilmarnock though to knock it into the back post. Centre backs have gone up.
A sly one down the side, in for Fernandez. And they'll get the advantage at. A little bit of discussion afterwards as a difference of opinion prevails.
I think he's given against Fernandez here, a little tug of the jersey here in the corner. But he's the one who's got a little bit extra, a little bit more craft and class than the rest here tonight, David Fernandez.
Pascali thought about coming, didn't need to in the end. Bustling figure of Bryson in that Kilmarnock midfield. Gibson. Looking for Fernandez. The air defence stick tight. Taouil. Kilmarnock with a proud cup tradition. We saw footage of their last win, that was back in 1997. That was the final of their 3 wins in the Scottish Cup, runners-up 5 times. Also proud of the fact they were the first club to ever be involved in a Scottish Cup tie played, October 1873. They lost to Renton. Not too many around who remember that. Jim Jeffries, of course, with a little bit of cup pedigree himself. The year after Kilmarnock won, he was Hearts manager when they lifted the cup. Walker. On by Alan Dempsey. Well, it's far from a warm night, but you compare the conditions to that which the clubs had to put up with in the first meeting. It's positively tropical.
I think the assumption here tonight, Bill, is that Kilmarnock on their own pitch, in better conditions, are odds-on favourites, but I think this pitch in its in terrific condition will suit Ayr United every bit as much.
They were distracted. They did play away from home at the weekend and lost 2-0. At Stirling, just 1 win in their last 4 away, so they don't exactly bring a glowing away form here to their near rivals. They look to hit the front here. That's not a bad ball at all. It's not bad at all. It's absolutely fantastic for Ayr United. Brian Prunty claims the goal, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered for the Cup minnows.
Well, he's brave enough to put his head in. It all comes from this slack pass here from Simon Ford. Gives it away and then can't get back goal side either. Alan Combe desperately trying to come, but never getting there. And Prunty brave enough to put his head in. Was it his head? Upward ball for Ford. Well, I'll tell you what, is it a handball? Watch his left arm. Well, it certainly comes off his left hand. I don't think the referee can see that. He's blindsided at the referee, and Prunty has somehow got off with it. What a break for Ayr.
Well, he's pulled it off, hasn't he, Brian Prunty? The goal will stand. Ayr United lead for the first time in this cup tie. Steve Conroy, the referee. Only that is to be the decisive blow. How controversial that will be. What a chapter it would be in the history of these Ayrshire derbies. Strong challenge in. Willie Easton. Easton again. Gormley just slipped as he went to keep it in play. Fowler's throw. Rascle Fernandez. Taouil. Back to Simon Ford. Good pressure on the Jamaican international centre-half. Gormley defending from the front. Well, by fair means or foul, it'll certainly have given Ayr a massive shot in the arm, the use of the arm, which led to the goal. Taouil. Swing of the boot, which carries little danger as far as Ayr are concerned.
Just the start that Jim Jeffries didn't want. If the confidence is fragile here at Rugby Park, it's taken another knock here.
Pascali, the Italian from Milan. Talking in the build-up to these matches, Pascali, about how he was weaned on the Inter-AC Milan derbies, used to stand on the terraces at the San Siro cheering on his boyhood heroes at Inter. Different blend of derby here, but it's certainly come to life with that early controversy. McGowan sweeping it in, bounces off Prunty again.
Well, misjudged by Fraser Wright. Very unconvincing Kilmarnock so far at the back. Both the centre-backs. Certainly Simon Ford has to hold his hands up for his part in the goal. First of all for giving the ball away, and secondly not getting goal side when it really mattered.
Saying about the best form of defence being attack would seem to be applying for Kilmarnock here. They might have wanted advantage play. That's what Pascali is saying to the referee. They're going to have to settle for the free kick.
Well, we've gone 14 minutes, Bill, and the first 20 minutes of this game is going to be frantic. We're going to see a lot of that. Possibly the most difficult spell in the match for the referee until the game settles.
Gibson stands over this one. Maybe taking a sighter at Grindley's goal. Defended it well enough.
Well, that is good defending, because Grindley decided he was coming for that and then changed his mind. Came a few yards and then just checked out of it.
Another Killie corner. And swept behind.
Wondered about the referee's positioning at the goal. You know, when the ball is knocked long, Simon Ford gives it away here. Now, as it's knocked long, Steve Conroy, I don't think, can possibly get near enough to call that. He's wrong side anyway, he's blind side. I don't think the referee can call that. He's relying on his fast side assistant, who's right up with play, looking across, and he has to see that. I think it's a pretty unobstructed view of Prunty's left arm. Tough call, I know, but it's one that he really should get right.
Tom Murphy is the referee's assistant on that dugout side of the field. He'll certainly be involved in the post-match debate. As far as Jim Jeffries and Kilmarnock are concerned, on the point that you just made, Davey, I feel that it shouldn't have got to the point where the arm could have been used.
But Simon Ford, that as soon as he gives the ball away, he must check his positioning. Have a look at Prunty and make sure he's goal side for anything that's not forward.
Here is Ford. McGowan now for air. Taouil. Pascali. Gary Hay. He tries to hit the front of play Alan Russell straight away.
It's a good ball. You know, Russell's quite happy running the channels. He's the more mobile of Kilmarnock's front two. Fernandez happier dropping off. They'll try and get Russell trying to get up the outside of the two air centre-backs. Kilmarnock having a lion's share of the ball, but that'll be no consolation to Jim Jeffries right now.
Fernandez. Mr. Henty might have got him behind. Booting from the defender, takes the sting out of the cross. Now Ford. This time the referee's assistant makes the decision for the man in the middle. And Kilmarnock can pull forward through Fowler. Unconvincing, crowded out by white shirts. Gormley looks for Prunty. However he scores his goals, Brian Prunty, can't say he's not prolific. It's his 15th of the season. In all the Scottish leagues, only Chris Boyd of Rangers, former Kilmarnock player of course, has scored more than him. Gibson given no time on the ball. Gormley.
Needs help, did well to take it in.
Fraser Wright, who'd come across from centre-half to cover the danger. And 15 years since Kilmarnock broke the hoodoo and got the better of Ayr. It was in this competition. Then in the first division, Kilmarnock in the SPL, they won 2-1 here in the third round. That was back in 1994. Since then, joyless in the 5 meetings for Kilmarnock, and with just under 20 minutes played, so the pattern continues for Killie.
They haven't played so far, haven't turned up so far, Kilmarnock. Obviously stunned by that first goal, but Ayr have really settled into the game now.
Kilmarnock look to do the same. It's a good, busy run by Gibson. And side netting. Good moment, though. Good moment for Willie Gibson.
Well, he didn't even lift his head once he gets onto his right foot. He's not interested in anybody else inside the box, and he's every right, once it opens up for him, to put his foot through. Sat up nicely for him, and he's not far out. Far better.
Well, it's for moments like that he's preferred in the starting lineup to the Australian Danny Invincibile. Just going to have a break in play here for a bit of treatment for Brian Prunty. One of the strange moments about the goal, Davey, is that there was no complaint from the goalkeeper or from the other players who must have seen it.
The assistant, I think, is the only one. I mean, I don't think Steve Conroy, and I've said already, can see this, but the assistant is looking right across. Is he obscured by Ford? I don't think so. And the assistant, to be fair, did well to make up the ground to be in line with the last defender. Certainly a tough call, but one that Jim Jeffries, I'm sure, will have plenty to say about if that turns out to be a central part of this result.
This is looking serious, though, for the man who got the goal, the top scorer in Scottish Division 2.
She's pretty upset about it as well, and little wonder. Reorganising for Brian Reid to do it. Just go with 2 banks of 4 at the moment, leave 1 up.
And it was all going so well, too well for Ayr. And now they're a man down, and a key man down as well. Now Alex Williams, the player who scored the equalising goal in such spectacular style, particularly the celebrations, comes on with 3/4 of the match remaining. Good ball floated into the box. Walker's got forward.
Terrific cross. Scott Walker had taken up a good angle at the back post. Usually favourite there when coming in on the run on the angle. Dropped into the perfect area. They do well here. Scott Walker knows that's a chance. All he's looking for here is something dropped in that he can go and attack, and he wouldn't ask for a better cross than this.
Forward backtracking. Different sort of a threat with Williams, keen to prove a point and continue his good run in the cup. And it was a real team effort for Ayr to come from 2-1 down in the closing stages of the match to get the replay, of course. And it was Williams who stole the headlines. Here he is now, beaten in the air by Ford this time. Just rolled away from the ground. It will be a throw to Kilmarnock. They have a man down in Taouil, but doesn't look too serious. Taouil. Almost getting each other's way. On by Russell. Here's Fernandez. Spaniard from Deportivo La Coruña. Taouil, that's a really good spun ball into Pascali. Now Gibson. Gibson goes to ground. Free kick given. Keenan, the man to offend.
That's a good run by Gary Hay, who gets up the outside here, draws the right back out of position. Billy Gibson, after his last run into the channel, same thing in his mind, get it onto his right foot, and clearly blocked off.
He was not going to pass there, was he, Willie Gibson? No-nonsense stuff from Dean Keenan. Scored in that first meeting with a rare-headed goal. Well, they'll be looking to get something like that on this Kilmarnock against Ayr as they look to come from behind in the tie. Whipped in by Gibson! And it was a save.
There's a Fraser Wright. Yes, Fraser Wright, who almost gets on the end of it. So much pace in the ball, it's hard for Wright to make up the ground there.
Fernandez delivers low near post, disappointing from the Kilmarnock point of view. Big cheer from the Ayr supporters. Also throw another factor into the mix about whether Kilmarnock come out second best here again. They've lost their last 4 games here. They've never, in their long history, lost 5 in a row at home. Many reasons that they'll desperately want to turn this round, but plenty of time to go. Williams. Neat layoff to Gormley. Willie Easton forward. Fraser Wright on his way back. Just stabbed it away from immediate danger. Now Taouil getting a little frantic down there. Taouil stumbles. A touch of composure from Russell. Fernandez now. Bryson on the run. Fernandez seeks Russell. Closed out well. Solid enough defended by Dempsey, and trying to turn that into attack. Pascali's challenge just gone up a notch, hasn't it, the tempo of the match. Willie Gibson now for Kilmarnock. Russell and Fernandez in the middle. Gibson hits it middle, sider again, and that was a real chance for Kilmarnock. Fernandez couldn't finish.
It was a horrible ball for Walker to try and defend at the back post. He's between the posts, he's running towards his own goal, and he's terrified that he might knock it past Grinley himself. Terrific ball in again from Billy Gibson, who's getting a lot of joy down that left-hand side.
Well, the home supporters can sense that something might be on the way. The corner certainly is from Fernandez. Keeper comes, and Grinley didn't get the touch he was looking for, and that's turned out nicely for him.
I think he's blocked off there. Might have been Fraser Wright who's just trying to make sure he's not getting a free run at it.
Well, let's get some news from the dugouts with David Tanner.
Bill, I've just come out of the United dressing room where Brian Prunty has a large ice pack on his injured hamstring. I asked him, did you handle the ball when you scored? And he said, I think I scored it with my shoulder. Now that replay clearly shows he didn't. I said, are you sure it wasn't your hand? He just smiled and winked and said, I'm claiming it though. Davy Provan can perhaps translate that one for us, Bill.
It's Scottish for the hand of God.
They all count, Bill, don't worry about that.
Count, they certainly do. Well, a second would make it less controversial, that's for sure. Ford denies error on this occasion. Tell you one thing though, a goal like that, if it does prove decisive, makes the victory all the sweeter for Ayr, all the more painful for Kilmarnock.
Oh, I can see why he's getting animated, Jim Jeffries. There's nobody in that Kilmarnock side at the moment demanding the ball. And particularly in midfield, the likes of Bryson and Pascali really have to be big characters right now. Show for the ball and try and dictate the play.
And the criticism of Kilmarnock in recent weeks, particularly their most recent two home defeats against Hearts, was that when they were on top, and they were on top for long periods of the match, they couldn't score, couldn't take the chances they were making. Same story here against Aberdeen when they lost. Today, though, it's hard to say that they have been on top, haven't been able to establish themselves as you would have expected the side from the loftier leagues to do. Time to get their cross in as well out of that. Taouil. Bryson. Russell away from Walker. And back to divert danger for now.
Well, Campbell did well at the front post because it's a lovely ball in from Russell. Just too quick for Walker down the outside in the corner there.
There's one thing you can't fault about Kilmarnock so far this evening is their delivery from wide areas. Gibson one side and Fernandez.
Just surprised they haven't tried to get Gibson on the ball a little bit more often. Try and get him isolated.
Fernandez, who looks to do just what you were talking about, Davey. Give Gibson something to chase. Walker, though, he's a no-nonsense defender, and Gibson finds that out the hard way.
Yeah, centre-back was always the favourite, wasn't he? Gibson, I think, wanted it into feet, didn't want it in behind. But he does deliver well from this type of situation.
And comes Fraser Wright forward as well. And of all the deliveries put in, both from set pieces and from open play, that's the poorest we've seen.
Well, Kilmarnock supporters, understandably, starting to get on the team's case here. And that's not going to help.
The goal would. Fernandez's touch, it's loose in the box. Walker can carry it away. Seem to be caught in two minds there, Kilmarnock, over what to do with it.
He just fell to the wrong player. Fraser Wright really struggling to get on the turn there.
Dempsey, forward down for Kilmarnock. Now Taouil forces Russell wide. McGowan. Casting our minds back to the opening minutes when McGowan made that excellent clearance off his own goal line, header away, and the scoreline was still 0-0. Taouil. Keenan glances it only as far as Gibson. Hay on the overlap here for Kilmarnock. Fernandez, Hay. Comparatively easily dealt with by Campbell. Kilmarnock collect, Taouil. Bryson for Pascali. Manuel Pascali, a little bit of a hit and hope effort, you feel that one. Pascali again, that's better, Taouil. Russell in the middle, so too Fernandez. Here's Pascali. More good stuff from Martin Campbell.
Did really well, the centre-back there. If he mistimes that challenge, he's given away a penalty. Had to be spot on when it was. Better spell for Kilmarnock though.
Can't get out of their own half at the moment. They should have done there though. Ford goes for one from a long, long way out. And the momentum goes.
Well, he's got to try and find one of his strikers here. He's going to do very well to score from this range. He's got Russell showing inside left channel. He's got Fernandez right. Wrong choice for me.
Not the sort of passage of play that will particularly please the manager. And they are starting to build as good a pressure as they've had on the air goal in the match so far. Stephen Grinley fired that up, part of the Queen of the South side, beaten by Rangers in the final last year. The Holders in action, live on Sky Sports in round 5 of the homecoming Scottish Cup. They're at Fulfer, see it live Sunday, February the 8th, Sky Sports 2 and HD2. Taouil. 2 for company. Campbell away, Stevenson helps it. Fraser Wright for Kilmarnock, Pascali underneath it, so too Stevenson. Bryson lightweight under the challenge of the Air captain Aitken. Just over 10 minutes left on the half, with Kilmarnock starting to find a little bit of their rhythm. Their priority might be just now to see this lead through till half-time. Maybe they'll think a little more positively with Williams set away.
Better defending that time from Ford, and that's exactly where he should have been at the goal side.
Gibson, who's come in field. And a good run by Gibson. Stevenson stops him in his strides. Gary Hay. Zip through to Gibson.
Full cross, much stronger on his right side, Gibson. They're squandering opportunities. They're making decent angles down either side, Kilmarnock. Final ball at the moment is letting them down.
Gibson, little backheel into the path of Hay. This is better from Kilmarnock. Just couldn't get it away from the near post. It rolls away, just a goal kick. They survive there.
I think Gary Hay's looking for a penalty here. I think he feels he's tripped here just as he tries to put this across the 6-yard box, and he might have had a case. Get a better look at it here. He gets across the front. Well, it would have been of the soft variety. The Kilmarnock at last making a little bit of headway here.
Pascali, Russell. Gibson again. Well, this is the route most likely to be productive for Kilmarnock, no doubt about that. Floated in by Gibson, and Pascali's header Responsible catch.
Good early ball, and they have to try and get the ball in early. He's just on the stretch there. Can't really find the power, Pascali. Come on, they're just starting to boss the game now, trying to back Ayr United up.
Worth reminding you that if Kilmarnock can get an equaliser, if scores are level, whatever, after 90 minutes, extra time, and then penalty kicks, this matter is decided once and for all tonight. This 11th Scottish Cup meeting between these two close neighbours and big rivals.
Had a chance to put it in, Gary Hay, and that for me has just happened a little bit too often. Strikers are making runs, they want it played in early. Gary Hay just switched the ball onto the other foot there. Team talk coming up with Jim Jeffries.
Pretty commanding in the air so far in this first half. Taouil as Kilmarnock make progress along the ground.
He thinks he's got the space here that he can put the inside of his right foot around this James Fowler and knock something and it's coming away from the keeper. Doesn't get the inside of his boot around it. He's trying to put it in early. There's no harm in that.
Look at Kilmarnock's goal-scoring record in the SPL this season. Hardly impressive. Only scored 9 in 11 league matches here. Average a goal a game overall, 22 in their 22 so far. This is Taouil right through the middle, real opportunity. Out comes Brindley. Russell off the line again. Kilmarnock can't believe it. They're denied by Ayr.
Well, look down at the near side assistant, Bill. He's right in the corner. He's well placed to see this. If he has an unobstructed view. Lovely little layoff from Fernandez. Goalkeeper did really well. Oh, very tight. But there's nobody between the near side assistant who's right down in the corner, and I think he's made a great call. I don't think that's over the line. Certainly not all of the ball. Great decision by the linesman on the near side here. And he was perfectly placed to call it.
Well, they're certainly being tested here tonight, aren't they, the officials? The goal that certainly had a touch of handball about it from the now departed Prunty. And then, of course, a big call to make on the line. Correctly made, as Davey was saying. Taouil. He was at the heart of that build-up. Now Pascali.
Well, it took Bryson a long time to get out of the way there for Pascali to get the shot away. Taouil again could have put the ball in the box, hesitating. And Bryson desperately trying to make way for Pascali to get the shot in.
Russell. Campbell goes with him, goes down as well. Referee's assistant on this side saw no case to answer. Pascali, no doubt about it, Kilmarnock having their best spell of the match here. And right on cue, they give it away.
I think the two Ayr centre-backs would struggle in a race against Russell. The Kilmarnock have really got to try and get the striker up the outside of either of them. Ayr don't have a great deal of pace at the back. Got to try and slide this man into the channels.
Easton. And Keenan tussle. Campbell's touch out of play. Gibson got it away before the charge arrived, but nonetheless the decision will go against Ayr. Looks like we're going to see a yellow card as well.
I think for a moment Billy Gibson thought about taking his own retribution, wisely got himself out of the way, left it to Steve Conroy.
Well, Keenan will go into the book. He's done a robust challenge already on Gibson.
It's a defensive shift that Keenan's going to have to do because he doesn't want to leave Gibson one-on-one. We saw early in the match that Gibson can come onto his right side. He'll give Ayr United problems. Keenan's done well to protect the fullback.
In pure duelling terms, it does give Gibson a slight upper hand in that he can now really afford to run at Keenan. And the pass that they were looking for, there was the one up front to Gormley. Very much isolated on his own as used all their numbers to soak up the Kilmarnock pressure. Pascali. Russell. Taouil holding a wide position on this right. Here he is. Fowler. And again, good position and a delivery that will disappoint the Kilmarnock supporters. As well. Ford certainly had a hold of Gormley, and it'll be a free kick well won, Will feel.
Does well, the striker takes all the pressure off Ayr here, sticks to him with the first touch. And the free kick allows Ayr to get right up the pitch here. Walker and Campbell just starting to camp on their 18-yard box a little bit. I'm sure Brian Reid would not see them further up the pitch.
Helped on by Gormley. Here's Williams. This puts it in an area for Gormley to attack. Back comes Bryson. Away by Hay. Hay's header. It's the flick from Pascali. Campbell. Now Gary Hay. Russell. Gibson on the overlap. Going to have 1 minute of added time. Pascali. Gibson. Russell and Fernandez in the middle. Pascali as well. Taouil, clever flick. Gibson. Russell! And just had a knack for having men in the right place at the right time defensively, in this first half.
And Martin Campbell did really well to squeeze there, but nice build up there. Taouil involved, coming in off the right hand side to get involved on the far side of the pitch. And what a good time it would be for Killie to get back into this.
Fowler. Taouil. Three Ayr players now or thereabouts, and Taouil on the ground is penalised.
It's the assistant that gave the decision here. Just preventing the Ayr players playing the ball there. And it looks as if Ayr are going to get in one up at half-time. And Brian Reid couldn't have asked for much more from this first half.
player's nickname is the Honest Men. Did they have an honest goal? Well, it's certainly been given. Steve Conroy and his assistants couldn't spot the hint of handball, to say the least. That at the moment is the goal scored by Prunty, who's gone off injured, that separates the sides. As it stands, it's Ayr going through. They lead at half-time at Kilmarnock by 1-0.
And rejoin Davy Provan and Bill Leslie.
Well, it's not just 2 months since they last won here, Kilmarnock. It's 2 months since they've done anything other than lose here. Steve Conroy, the referee, and important to say that, as it has been said before, he was unsighted. No way he could have spotted the handball involved in the goal. And he was given a hug and a kiss, wasn't he, by Alex Williams after he scored the equalising goal in the first meeting. Might just get a few more of those from some Ayr players if that goal that they scored in the first half through Puntney turns out to be the decisive one. Hamstring injury, by the way, that forced the departure of Brian Puntney, the goal scorer.
Don't think he'll give it too long before he thinks about a change. Jim Jeffries, Danny Invincibile, the obvious one who would come on and inject a bit of energy.
No further changes at half-time. And Kilmarnock immediately go on the attack, looking to wipe out this deficit as quickly as possible. No doubt there is a little bit of paint peeling off the walls of the home dressing room after Jim Jeffries' team talk. Fernandez, the Spaniard, to deliver. Good corner as well. Gibson takes the touch, blocked away by Scott Walker. With a very strong first half, the two centre-halves of Ayr. You just sense they're going to need to have a very good second as well, because they will be asked questions, many of them. Fizzed into Gibson at a pace that he couldn't control. Pascali was on the back of Ryan Stevenson. A right last.
That's okay for Ayr United, you know, edging up the pitch. Eventually we'll be able to put the ball in the box.
Ford, unconvincing. Gormley. Dempsey. Pascali comes across, appeals for handball rather optimistically as the Italian clears away.
Tell you what, he leaned into it, Bill. The assistant looking to be fair to the assistant on the near side, he's looking right across at it.
Touch from Hay. In from Dempsey, away by Ford. Willie Easton. Stevenson. Well to get his cross away, glanced by Williams.
A chance, decent chance.
Keenan. Bryson can get a foot on it for Kilmarnock, and they can contemplate a break. Well, they've certainly got bodies forward. Need to get the combination of passes right. Russell. Still going, Russell. Looked like he was fouled first time, certainly was second time.
Steve Conroy just trying to let the game breathe, no advantage for Kilmarnock. But Bryson could have played it wide to Russell much sooner than he did. He must have run 40 yards with the ball at his feet and passed it 20, instead of the other way about. He's the only one that really has given Ayr any problems tonight, Alan Russell. He's been prepared to make the two centre-backs turn.
Alex Williams picking up a booking as a result of that. Gibson over this one for Kilmarnock. And saved on the line, but they've given the goal. Brindley couldn't keep it out. Steve Conroy gives Kilmarnock the goal. They have the equaliser. Ford has his goal, and it's 1-1.
I think it's given by Steve Conroy, Bill. The assistant had no appetite to run to the halfway line here. Expecting Simon Ford to go across Brindley there, and yet it's over the line. Goalkeeper's momentum takes his shoulder onto the ball. It's certainly a good decision from Steve Conroy, and it was he who gave the decision, not the assistant on the far side, who must have been obstructed by the goalkeeper's body here. Lovely ball whipped in by Gibson. Ford completely unmarked, and it's another correct decision here from, well, on this occasion, Steve Conroy.
Well, it's Ford's first goal since February. Kilmarnock back in business. Getting right back on the front foot. That was David Gormley with the shot. And just as it wasn't the start to the match they wanted, going behind to that Prunty goal, it was certainly the start to the second half. Inside the first 5 minutes, the SPL side are level. Rugby Park comes to life. Now they just need to consolidate this period of parity. Swept in by Keenan's come a long way here, the goalkeeper. Didn't get anywhere near it either, Alan Combe. Did the second time.
Well, gets off the hook, Alan Combe. Came into a lot of bodies here in the 6-yard box. But at long last, Kilmarnock have the crowd on side here.
Bryson, score in the first meeting, of course. His goal was the one to make it 2-1. He's given the free kick, Conroy.
I think it's an accidental trip there from Martin Campbell. Don't think he knew too much about it. Little give and go from Craig Bryson. Just plays it, continues his run. Absolutely no intention from Campbell there. But having lost a goal from a free kick from the other side, can he defend this one a little bit better?
Gibson will take it. Ford is forward. Fraser Wright is forward. The two big centre halves. Plenty of supporting roles as well. But it's away by Walker. Giant loop ball for the goalkeeper to deal with. Hasn't done so particularly well either. Whether he lost it in the lights, I'm not sure. But he does get the help of the referee.
Well, it's a really awkward one for Brindley. The ball's in the air so long. I think it's Fraser Wright he knows he's got to come over the top of to get a fist on it.
Pascali couldn't get there because Stevenson did. Well, it's shaping up, isn't it, this to be exactly as tight and unpredictable and as exciting as the first meeting 12 days ago back at Somerset Park. It does, of course, have to be decided tonight. If the score remains like this, we go to extra time. If it remains level after extra time, we go to penalty kicks to find out who will play Inverness Caledonian Thistle in round 5.
Just starting to bubble over a little bit this game. Steve Conroy, who I think has kept a pretty firm lid on it so far. I think he's shown a lot of common sense tonight, when to produce a card and when to keep it in his pocket.
First Kilmarnock player to have his name taken tonight, Willie Gibson. 2 for air inside the referee's notebook. Early ball to try and pick out Williams. Down he goes.
Offside given anyway as the ball was knocked forward. Flag was up immediately. Just trying to get back level there before he's played Alec Williams, but a couple of yards of daylight there. No encouragement at all, he needed to hit the deck either.
Well, because of the nature of the air goal in the first half, the focus will be on the officials here, but important to point out that there are 2 big decisions they've had since then in terms of the ball crossed line in the first half, looked to have it absolutely spot on, just as in second half.
I think even at the first goal, Bill, the far side assistant has a really tough call to make there. Does he see the white sleeve of Prunty going up? Tough call, to be fair to him.
There's Brian Prunty, who helped the ball into the net. Just getting news of his injury. It's not a hamstring problem as first feared, it's a groin strain. He's going to have a scan on that in the next 24 hours to see how severe it is. Kilmarnock on the attack again. Russell!
Just couldn't quite get enough on it there. But at least they're getting the ball into the box a little bit earlier now, Kilmarnock. Taouil in particular in the first half wanting far too much time in the ball. Strikers making runs. Ball not arriving in the 6-yard box.
Kilmarnock's cup pedigree hasn't been particularly good over the last 6 years or so. Fallen at the first hurdle in 3 of their outings in this competition. 2 years ago, when they last lost to a lower division team, they lost at Division 2 Morton. The last time that they were knocked out at this stage. Taouil for the goal scorer. It's timing pretty good, Simon Ford, to get his first goal of the season. Number 15 for Prunty. He can no longer influence the play. And joins the nervous bystanders here in this high-stakes Ayrshire affair. Pascali. Hay. Comes from a family of Kilmarnock supporters. His wife Debbie watching at home. And told him not to bother coming home if he ends up on the wrong side. Picture for him getting a good night's sleep under his own roof is looking a little rosier than it did at half-time. Russell will be keen to atone for his penalty miss in the first meeting. Forward comes Hay. Wanted to ponder for both managers. Brian Reid that his first managerial job, and Jim Jeffries, who's been around the block a few times, but still this is the first time. Longest serving SPL manager, of course, is the first time he's been involved in an Ayrshire derby since he took the reins at Rugby Park.
Certainly some of the anxiety has been taken out of the game by the equaliser, but I'm still sure we'll see Danny Invincibile sooner rather than later.
Gibson. Fowler. Great run by Fowler, just took a bobble and he hit it anyway.
I think he's got to take the shot on. He's going to do very well to pick anyone out from that angle. Once he gets into this area of the pitch, and as you say, just sat up a little bit for him as he pulled the trigger.
Well, he's back in his preferred right back position tonight, having to fill in midfield in the original meeting. Gibson, heavy touch, Williams now for air. Gormley goes to ground.
That's the right decision for me. He's caught there by Fraser Wright, and again Steve Conroy just letting it breathe to see if there was anything in it for him. Just nicked it ahead of Fraser Wright here. They've got an angle to put something into the back post here if they want to.
Aitken, who takes the lion's share of the set pieces up towards the far post. Campbell was there.
He just couldn't quite get it back across the 6-yard box, but he was always the target, Martin Campbell.
McGowan covering in that central defensive area. up well against Keenan. Now Gibson, this is where he wants to be, one-on-one against the defender. He's got caught up under his feet. Now another crack at Dempsey here, but momentum lost. Possession regained for Ayr. Keenan. Looking for Williams.
Must have got a really early shout here from Alan Combe. Simon Ford, no intention of playing that ball. Maybe a lack of communication that cost him at the first goal.
Russell. Bryson. That's a little injection of pace to the Kilmarnock attack. Gibson can provide that. He looks to, but again he's shackled pretty effectively by the Ayr fullback Dempsey. To defend, and it will still be very much at the forefront of our minds that this was the route that led to the equaliser. Gibson. It's back where it started with Willie Gibson. Gormley helping out. Strong challenge from Gormley, that I think it's fair to say. Clever flick by Taouil. Fernandez, they're playing some good football here, Kilmarnock. Can they get the end product? Flash wide by Bryson, could still be alive here. The cutback for Gibson, terrific block. Taouil now picks it up. David the eyes plays it wide. David Fernandez drilled low. Walker made sure that was his. McGowan across to cover as well. And Williams, 1 against 2, but he's going to take the charge to Kilmarnock. Support arrives, it's Gormley. Stevenson's arms up, he wants it played early. Into Williams. Now give it to Aitken. And flash wide.
Oh, that's poor. They had good support in the 6-yard box as well. If they can get that across the face of goal. Walking from Gary Hay, leaving it for James Fowler. Again, lack of communication. All of a sudden they're on the edge of the Kilmarnock box, and they've got good support. 3 white jerseys in the central area. Poor ball again.
We've had a couple of goals, but you think of other chances for Ayr inside the match. They've been few and far between when opportunities do come. And need to make them count. That particular break, Ridley can go in that particular bracket. Russell. Pascali, Gormley, and by Aitken. Now Fernandez. Gibson. Gibson couldn't get it away, he had 3 runners, so Kilmarnock have committed bodies forward.
Jim Jeffries letting Billy Gibson know all about it there, almost put his team in bother. He just lost that early sparkle, that early energy he had, Billy Gibson. May well be the one who's going to make way if Jim Jeffries makes a change here.
I was going to say that particular bit of generosity won't have done anything to prevent the introduction of Danny Invincibile. It's a cold man. I think that's steam coming out of his ears, isn't it?
Terrific passion for the game. Hasn't changed a bit with every passing year.
by Pascali. Taouil had to dig it out to get it over the top to Russell. He's done it though. Russell against Campbell, still going, Alan Russell. Corner kick for Kilmarnock.
Well, he could have gone down there, Alan Russell. I think it was caught there by Martin Campbell. Good break from Kilmarnock. Getting a little bit of joy with Taouil on the left-hand side now. Just caught here. Determined to stay up though, the striker.
In by Taouil, with the back of Pascali's head. Fernandez keeps it alive. Gibson behind him. Bryson calling forward in the middle. Gibson now. Gibson floats it in. Ford! Fine save by Brindley and put over the top by Campbell. Good bit of defensive work as well.
It's a terrific chance, and I think it's one that he has to take. I mean, he's made the perfect angle here, Ford. The cross couldn't have been better, and he's got a huge target to hit there. And this time he does go across Brindley, but he can't find the inside of the far post. Terrific opportunity.
And after that he did well, Martin Campbell, to make sure he was first to it and to get the height to get it over the goal as well. That's what's led to this corner. In by Fernandez. Bryson back. Ford. Hay is last man back for Kilmarnock. Fernandez. Just about 3/4 of the match gone now. Pretty hard to call which way it's going to go. It should be Kilmarnock, but that's been the case since the start, and they've behind at half-time. And here a flashpoint as local passions threaten to boil over. Taouil incensed by something that Stevenson's done.
I think the money would have been in Ryan Stevenson. Shake of the hand there. Steve Conroy had already gone to his pocket. I don't know why Taouil's getting involved. He's giving away a bit of weight there. Well, he's always on the stretch there. He's never within playing distance of the ball, Stevenson.
Third yellow card picked up by the visitors here at Rugby Park tonight. Hay. Ford have gone forward again. Here's Taouil. Keenan, the recipient of one of those yellows. Just kept it in. Hay. Too much on that, you would think. Fernandez might yet make something of it. Oh, that's fantastic from the Spaniard.
That's the type of technique that he has. Oh.
Well,
tell you what, he's gone off here. He's gone off.
The referee was right there. He's lashed out by the look of things, and this could be another pivotal moment in this cup tie. Fernandez unhappy with the close attentions. Frustration boiled over. The referee will have made up his mind already. I think Fernandez in his hearts of hearts knows. And the confirmation that Kilmarnock are down to 10.
Well, it's an act of absolute stupidity from one of the most experienced footballers on the pitch and one of the most gifted. And it really has handicapped Kilmarnock. I don't know why he's shaking his head. And he does brilliantly to pull the ball down. Is it Dempsey who's leaning in? Yeah, he's giving him a little bit too much attention. Needless. Well, I don't think Steve Conroy has a choice there.
Down to 10. Still 22 minutes, just under, plus added time of normal time to play. Will the loss of a man galvanise, or will it shackle Kilmarnock's hopes? Will it inspire or will it make them a little nervous? You know, you see so many times the way that it can go one way or another. Fernandez telling the bench exactly what he thought he did. Steve Conroy having his view. Taouil hung up towards the far post. It has gone out.
Grinley didn't even get his arms up there at the back post. Pascali, always handy as a midfield player coming into that area. Ball's in the air a long time. Grinley just doesn't get his gloves up at all. Pascali can't get it into the mix.
You usually know what to expect with derbies. Sometimes they have the habit of cancelling each other out, the two sides of the local rivalry, but it hasn't been the case in these two cup ties, has it? So many talking points. With anything even more in this second meeting than in the initial one, just under a fortnight ago. That's a loose back pass by Wright. Gormley pounced, but he couldn't finish.
He has to take the shot early. I don't know what Fraser Wright is thinking about here. All he's got to do is put that into touch. It's a decent chance. Awkward one coming across his body in that area from that angle, but it has to go down as a decent chance.
David Fernandez not the only one to lose his head out there in the colours of Kilmarnock. Taouil, Russell, Gibson now. Cleverly worked, Gibson! Flash wide.
I think it's well wide. Just surprised that Taouil gave him a back. I thought Taouil might have spun here and tried to get a shot away. Instead it's a nice little cushion layoff for Gibson. It's never really a threat to Grinley's goal. We'll see it better from here. Keeper never really having to get across. One bit of reassurance that Kilmarnock have here, Bill. They went to Easter Road a few weeks ago and won quite convincingly with 10 men, so they know how to get the job done when they're a man down.
I was just thinking that Alan Combe sent off pretty early on in the match, the scoreline 2-2 for much of it, and Kilmarnock pushed on and won it. One thing is for sure, they're going to need to dig deep, the home side. All their second division guests, their local Ayrshire rivals, are going to get the opportunity to finish up top dogs here tonight and progress. Just have a habit of spoiling the party over the years. Ayr against Kilmarnock. Remember when they were holders and kicked off the defence of their trophy back in 1998, lost at the first time of asking to guess who? Yes, it was Ayr. And Jackie McAnally before the game was saying about when they were crowned champions back in the 60s, had an Ayrshire Cup to play after that, the final, and they lost to Ayr. Nothing's lost yet. Work slightly harder than it might have been due to the red mist descending. And David Fernandez, Russell, Gibson.
The sending off has just asked a little bit more of Kilmarnock's two wide players. They're the two that are going to have to try and get forward to support Alan Russell. You know, when Kilmarnock don't have it, it'll be two banks of four, but when they do have it, the two wide players in particular are going to have to become secondary strikers at times.
And perhaps the importance of situations like this will be magnified. The foul was on Taouil. The free kick will be taken by Gibson. Ford up, Wright up. Russell good in the air as well. We know what Pascali can do too. Gibson fizzed in low, touched on by Wright. Pascali's in there.
It was delivered so well from those set pieces, Billy Gibson. I think it's just slightly behind Fraser Wright. I think he knocks this on with his shoulder, doesn't get it cleanly, but he knocked it into a very good area as Pascali was coming round the back again.
Just for a second it looked like they might be caught out route one there, Kilmarnock, but the centre-backs tucking in. James Fowler getting it back to his goalkeeper. Pascali. Slipped by Russell, collected by Walker. And down back to Grinley. He had to look on from the substitutes bench as Queen of the South made the march to Hampden last season and made a great fist of it in the final against Rangers.
Got to be better from here at the back there. The out ball has to be better. Because even with a man advantage, the pressure's coming back in waves on them at the moment.
Pascali finds Taouil. Now Bryson. Still going Bryson, it's a great mazy run from Bryson. Back by Grinley. Taouil! Kilmarnock lead! Mehdi Taouil fouls home! And it really is 1 foot now in the 5th round for Kilmarnock with 15 minutes to go.
Well, Grinley just left badly exposed. No real reaction after he made the save. But Kilmarnock have shown no intention to back off since they went a man down. This is a terrific run into the channel. Could have hit it earlier. Angle was doing him no favours. And it just sat up beautifully for Taouil. If anything, it comes too far off the gloves here of Grinley. And Taouil just following in hope. Terrific finish. But this is a run that set it up. Terrific run. Grinley's desperately unlucky. But what a finish.
Jim Jeffries looking for his flair players to produce. They've done it. Taouil, who missed the first game through injury, has a major say on this cup tie. Well, this was the scoreline going into the closing stages of that initial match. They found that little bit of late magic in the wind and the rain at Somerset Park. Pretty icy here tonight at Rugby Park. Can Killie see the job through against the honest men this time? Taouil gives it the eyes, finds Gibson. They look to really put this matter to bed now. But it's Keenan away now for air. Williams. Solid defending by Wright. Aitken upended by Russell. Threads it through for Gibson. Bryson leading the charge. Back to Taouil in a pocket of space in front of the defence. Turns on the tricks. Some no-nonsense defending by Dempsey.
No need to chase the game here for Kilmarnock, particularly the two central players, Pascali and Bryson.
Williams touch. Keenan. Back off Hay. Bryson. And what a response it's been from him, which in itself gets a response from the crowd. Just what they need, one man down.
I think the response since the sending off has been nothing short of remarkable from Kilmarnock. It's almost as if it rejuvenated them. And you mentioned the remarkable result that their 10 men got to Easter Road. And well in the box seat here to repeat that.
Well, as part of the celebrations, Pascali has picked up a yellow card. Yellow card offence for Cuddles. Sadly, this sort of evening where emotions can get the better of anyone. Taouil. Only opening his bag of tricks, isn't he, Taouil, since getting the goal. Keenan. Hayes challenge. Pascali.
I think he got a bit of the ball, not a great deal of it. Again, I think it's the right call from Steve Conroy.
Hay. Gibson still holding his position wide on the right. He has Russell in the middle. He's got Pascali arriving. He's got Bryson as well. Bryson wide.
Didn't get it, did he? And he knows that. Great Bryson, who really has come onto a game since Kilmarnock were reduced to 10 men. Got plenty of time here to get this out of his feet. I think he'd have fancied it more on his right side. most of it of the night, Simon Ford. This time he goes front post, and he gets above Neil McGowan. But Grinley, once he decides he's coming for this, he has to get something on it. And he gets absolutely nothing. Good pace in the ball, and all Ford does is help it onto the target there. But Grinley made up his mind early, this was his, and was never getting there.
Jim Jeffries and his boys can start to pack their bags now for a trip in the 5th round to Inverness. Taken the opportunity to make a change and send on Scott Agnew for William Easton. They're turning on the style now, the 10 men. Continue to do so. Taouil. Hey. Russell. Gibson. Pascali. Terrific stuff from Kilmarnock. Russell! So nearly, so good.
Well, I deserve better. The build-up was terrific. They just keep the ball alive. Eventually they get it wide. Another terrific ball in from Pascali. And Russell maybe at a stage in the game when he's getting a little bit leggy. Just can't quite make up the ground. You can't explain this, Paul. I mean, with 11 men, it was anyone's game, but since Kilmarnock lost David Fernandez, they have trampled over the top of it. Jim Jeffries might just line up with 10 men on Saturday.
I was just thinking, the last time they played like this, the game you talked about at Easter Road, was the last time they won. Since then, 2 draws and 2 defeats. 10 men again here, and they turn on the style.
Gavin Skelton about to come on. First sign of Jim Jeffries, thinking maybe we'll see this out now. That'll do us.
Taouil, whose goal really turned it. Introduction of a more workman-like midfielder in Gavin Skelton. They're getting ready to make a change as well. Ryan Boris, who tends to play most of his football at the back. He's going to be asked to come on up front. Well, the Rugby Park joint is jumping. They think they've done enough, and it's hard to argue with them, the home supporters, on this particular matter. Williams has won a corner, even though the clock ticks on, and their goal would make the matter a little interesting. Walker up, Campbell up. And go deep, Pascali across there, loose inside the box. Should be stabbed away by Wright, it is. Aiken. Keenan. Wright beaten in the air, Walker. Still Walker, show too much to Ford.
Well, did really well to get through James Fowler there, Scott Walker. Nice feet from the centre-back. You'd have to think it's too little, too late from here.
Well, Simon Ford, who has 2 goals tonight, only got 4 in 120 games for Kilmarnock before tonight. Hadn't scored since February. And you think of that other really good chance he had, could have had a hat-trick tonight, the big centre-half. Gibson. Skelton. Russell. Pascali. Skelton. The Spaniard may have departed, sent off with the red card, but the Olays are going around Rugby Park at the moment. It's Kilmarnock wind down the clock and close in on the penalty area. Here's Williams now for Ed. The face of goal, and not towards a white shirt significantly, and now the blue and white can break.
Good run, good relief run there from Alan Russell. Gets Killie 60-70 yards up the pitch there.
Danny Invincibile, who only a couple of hours before the kick-off here put pen to paper on a new deal to extend his stay at the club. Come on for the remaining 3.5 minutes plus added time. The situation that they have salvaged here, Kilmarnock, it makes it all the more satisfying. A goal tinged with controversy. Really looked like things weren't going their way.
Well, when Fernandez goes, nobody sees this outcome, but they have been absolutely magnificent from the moment they went down to 10 men.
It did prove to be the turning point of the match, just as you say, not as anyone would have expected.
Ford's gone up, Bill. You said he's looking for his hat-trick. He certainly is. I'm surprised he's gone up at this stage in the game, but he's looking for a third here.
And it's up towards him for Ford to attack. Walker defended, and Skelton slices.
No, he doesn't get a chance to get this clean, Simon Ford. Scott Walker tight on him in the central area. Half chance for Gavin Skelton on the half volley. Just about there.
Well, when the dust settles on this, they can very nearly start the celebrations of Ayrshire superiority, Kilmarnock. Well, look at the fact that they've reset the clock. 15 years since they got the better of their local rivals. Between the last meeting and this one, the gap was 7 years. Wright had the bragging rights for a while. Into the last minute of the 90. Conroy just halts play because Killie want to make another change.
Terrific last quarter of the game that we've seen from Craig Bryson. Really stepped up to the plate when most needed tonight.
There's his shot, of course, parried by the goalkeeper, finished off by Taouil. That swung this tie in Kilmarnock's favour. Skelton. the heels of Danny Invincibile. Agnew, 2 minutes of added time. That's provided a tantalising tale, really, from the handball goal in the first half to the goal that wasn't it across the line. Correct decision in the end made by the referee Steve Conroy, as it was when it was smuggled over by Ford's header. Brindley couldn't hold it before it crossed the line. That was the equalising goal. Kilmarnock down to 10 men, and then they turned it on and continued to do so.
I'll tell you what else they've done, Bill. They've managed to get David Fernandez off the hook. You know, had Kilmarnock lost this match through his stupidity, he would have had to have taken a long look in the mirror. But his teammates have bailed him out here.
Well, Kilmarnock and their fans ending up singing the loudest, but credit should go to this Ayr support as well for turning up in real numbers tonight. Completely sold out their allocation of around 3,500 and contributed to a really good atmosphere at Rugby Park, which has produced a topsy-turvy cup tie. Gibson. The 2 minutes of time are played. From Steve Conroy. McGowan away. Away by Agnew. Hay underneath it. The cheer that tells you Ayrshire pride belongs to Kilmarnock tonight, as does a place in the Homecoming Cup. 5th round and a trip to Inverness. Unlikely heroes across the board, none more so than Simon Ford. 2 goals for him from the back to help Kilmarnock's 10 men take a grip on the tie when it looked like it would get away from them after David Fernandez had been sent off. Ayr took the lead, of course, in the first half, but it was the finish with a real flourish from Kilmarnock which saw them claim the day.
Well, they had to do the hard way, Bill, down to 10 men, but what a response Jim Jeffries got from that point onwards. The sending off that they should have turned the game Ayer's way had the exact opposite effect. Simon Ford at fault for the first goal, 2 terrific headers, and unbelievably Kilmarnock are in the next round and nobody can deny them it.
Well, the first time in 6 meetings that they've beaten Ayr. Kilmarnock, the first time for 15 years on this ground. They're going to enjoy it, and rightly so. Their 10 men have secured the place in the 5th round of the Homecoming Scottish Cup, and they win on the night by 3 goals to 1.
And they're loving this, Bill. They're staying inside the ground to congratulate 10 men Killie. They're through. Next stop for them, away to Inverness Caledonian Thistle.